Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sean.
And we watched a movie.
Yes, we did.
We sure did. It's a kind of a new one that dropped on Netflix. It's called Don't Let Go. Director Jacob Estes wants us to not let go. It is, my goodness, a thriller, a murder mystery, a cop procedural, sci-fi, paranormal. What else can I throw in there?
What else is there? That's about all of it.
It's a lot of things. So hold on to your seats, folks.
And don't let go.
And don't let go. That's right. Gosh, this one, you really need to be able to let go. You have to let go of like your expectations. Not just like, oh, this movie's gonna surprise you, but more on a, this movie's not gonna make a lot of sense. So just know that going in, because it's not for everyone. That's okay. But it is kind of an interesting premise. So we have Jack, the cop, played by the wonderful David Oyelowo. So he is very close to his niece, Ashley, played by Reid, who I also really love. So already this movie's got two great things going for it. A good cast. What more do you need? Well, let me tell you. So they're very close. And Ashley's home life has not always been perfect. Her dad, who is Jack's brother, played by Tyree Henry, who, guess what?
You like him.
Is also very good, yes. So her dad is named Garrett. He's been mixed up in stuff before. I think he has some mental health issues. So her home life has not always been stable, which I think is why she's so close to her uncle. And he's a guy that she can really call when she needs somebody. If her parents forget to pick her up, they're the kind of parents who are not always there for her. So she has this great uncle that she counts on, which is lovely for Ashley. Except for, Jack's been really busy at work. Of course, he's a detective, so he's taking care of a lot of people besides Ashley, in fact. And, of course, the one night where he's a little busy for her and doesn't really ask all of the questions he should when she calls, he goes to her house just to see what's up. And what he finds there are 3 corpses. So his brother, the brother's wife, and Ashley are dead.
Uh-oh.
Brutally murdered. And the thing, it's a tragedy of itself, of course, but Jack is a detective. He might normally be working this case. He is still working this case, even though he shouldn't.
Yep.
And his boss, Alfred Molina, Alfred Molina is playing his boss. His boss, Howard. It's not just
Alfred Molina who has decided to
based
take a
on
big
his
break
new
from acting.
Yeah. So his boss is like, dude, you can't do this. You can't touch the evidence. We stopped going over to the house. It's a crime scene. Like, you don't get to work this.
Even Alfred Molina knows that.
Even Alfred Molina knows that, yeah. So Jack's partner, Bobby, played by Mykelti Williamson, is trying his best to support his friend and partner. But Jack's not making it super easy because he's behaving increasingly erratically. Of course, if your whole family is slaughtered...
Sure, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But that's why you don't get to work the case.
Yes. But he gets a break in the case. He gets a phone call from his niece.
The one who's supposed to be dead.
Correct. The one who is dead. Confirmed.
Okay.
His dead niece, Ashley, played by Reid. That one. The dead
Right.
one. The super murdered niece. Well, if you saw what I saw,
okay.
Yeah, super murdered. There's no doubt she's definitely dead. What is up with these calls? Calls coming in on his cell phone from his niece that is dead. Is it her ghost? Is it
A time distortion?
Is it?
Is he crazy?
Well, I mean, anytime he tells anyone else about this, that seems to be the favored response.
Is it an evil twin?
Evil twin. Ooh, good one.
Locked in the attic for a number of years, taking her revenge.
Okay.
I got that from The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. It did sound oddly specific, but it was specific enough. I thought, don't ask questions. Also, maybe don't go in the attic. Okay, so he's getting calls from his niece. So he's using her as a source to try to solve the crime. A crime that obviously has not happened to her, wherever she is.
Oh, alternate dimension.
Okay. Yeah. So he is working with her to solve a crime. I don't know what is it gonna fix the crime in his timeline? I don't know exactly what he wants to do with this. But obviously it feels urgent. I think it feels urgent to him because like his niece is like, the niece in the phone is like his living niece from 2 weeks ago, as far as he can tell. She hasn't been murdered yet, but
could happen to her too.
It could happen in that timeline. So he wants to prevent that. He wants to solve it in his timeline. Yeah, but it's like they can be in the same place at the same time, but they're like separated by 2 weeks, and I don't know if also dimensions. It's a hard thing to wrap your head around, and the movie is not going to go out of its way to pick a possibility or really nail anything down. You just have to be like, okay, I accept this. It is a paranormal murder mystery where a detective who is crossing all the boundaries, all the professional boundaries.
He also crosses the boundaries of time and or space and or dimensions and or
death.
The ghost world.
Yeah. So it's exciting. It is exciting.
Breaking all the rules.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously they're tracking bad guys, and they're creating more opportunity for murder. So it's really, more people could end up murdered this way. It's exciting, guys. And they're going to drag in the partner and Alfred Molina. Yeah.
Well, if you have Alfred Molina around, you want to drag him in.
You're going to use him, yeah. So don't let go. It is defying a lot of genres to get this kind of weird. I found it watchable. It is not the best movie, but if you're in the mood for that kind of like, not quite a little action thriller-ish kind of stuff, I think you could do a lot worse. But yeah, you do have to just be prepared for it's going to get weird, and you just have to deal. You don't get like a hand guide to figuring out the afterlife, nothing like that. You're just gonna have to go it on your own and accept it. And if you can't do that, that's fine, but stay away from the movie because you will never get peace. You will never untangle your frustration. It is what it is. Like I said though, I did find a way to enjoy this movie myself. Of course, I do think the cast, Oyelowo and Reid, are two of my favorites, and they're very good in this. I mean, they carry it. They carry it from different dimensions, but they have a really great interaction and dynamic, and they must to overcome the challenges that they are facing. Yeah, this is definitely a cop procedural unlike any other. It's not all that common to have a ghost as your best witness, or not even a witness, like a pre-witness. Just have your victim solve her own murder before it happens to her.
It should be used more often, really.
I mean, if you can tap into it, yes. Hold on to that cell phone. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I don't want any dead people contacting me, to be honest. Not even my dead niece.
And that's why you're not a very good cop.
I thought you were going to say not a very good aunt.
No.
Ugh.
No, you're a wonderful aunt.
Okay, yes. So that is Don't Let Go. It is on Netflix right now if you want to check it out, if you dare to check it out. It's not scary. It's a thriller, so it has little tense moments. But it's definitely watchable, even for the chickens in the audience.
You're not a chicken anymore.
Thank you, dear. And yeah, you just have to be willing to accept different genres poking into the thriller. There's some sci-fi stuff or paranormal or whatever it is you think it is. Because again, they're not going to come out and say exactly what this is. I don't know if they know exactly what it is, but it's work. It's work keeping up mentally to everything that's going on. So try it if you dare. And if you have, please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.